Lots and lots has been said and written about you in recent years. Do you pay attention to much of that?
Only the parts that say I'm insane. I find that real humorous.
What's the weirdest thing that's ever been attributed to you?
I don't really get into weird things that are said about me. I tend to look at things that are complimentary, because that's what's going to add to my soul. It's very obvious that anything negative is spewed by a detractor that's trying to harm me.
So the ritual goat slayings, all that kind of stuff, that's all a joke then?
The what?
No, sorry, I was joking.
Well, that's where he goes.
A week before the release of Controversy, Prince was invited to support the Rolling Stones in Los Angeles. Within 20 minutes, their fans had booed him off stage. Years later, his fans treated Ron Wood with a little more respect. Then Prince exploded onto the world stage with the release of 1999. Purple Rain was huge and outsold musical heavyweights like Bruce Springsteen. The album contained explicit lyrics, and parental guidance stickers were introduced.
Has being slammed by the censors ever really angered you? Any particular occasion?
I'm here. I'm living, breathing. I'm happy. I'm among wise people. I have no complaints.
But does it bother you that there is that moral majority out there who are just waiting to read something into the message in your lyrics?
What I think that is a security system, and it keeps the truth the truth. So debate it for hours, we'll find out one way or another, So I welcome all of it. I welcome all of it.
After the rock-driven success of Purple Rain, many people were surprised by the experimental sound of his new album. Around the World in a Day was released through his new label, Paisley Park Records. Not content with his own label and a successful recording career, Prince still had a thirst for films. He directed and starred as a gigolo in his second movie, Under the Cherry Moon. The film bombed and collected 8 Raspberry Awards, the alternative Oscars for grim movies. The soundtrack to the film did much better, and Kiss gave Prince his 3rd US #1. The album only missed an equal position due to a new girl on the scene, Janet Jackson, produced by former Prince collaborators Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Do you get to hear any radio? Do you get to listen to other artists?
My radio, my radio, sure sound bad to me. Yes, he had a song a while back called My Radio Show Sounds Good to Me, but that was when radio sounded good. It's people don't play anymore. Everything is sequenced, and if I want to listen to a machine, I'll just go put my clothes in it and get some work done at the same time, because you ain't gonna get no funk.
I'm going down. The next 2 albums displayed Prince's endless musical creativity. Artistically, though, some felt he was a little too creative. The cover sleeve for Love Sexy was deemed too risque for many record shops to stock. Prince was initially unsure about doing the Batman soundtrack, despite coaxing from fans Jack Nicholson and director Tim Burton. This all changed when he discovered who had been cast. Who was that? Prince became linked with Kim Basinger, and there was even talk of marriage until she broke off the engagement.
Who says no to you then? Who says the artist, whatever? I think this is substandard, or it's not up to your normal standard.
Let's see. Is that a substandard shirt that you have on? Is it my place to
I like
judge
it.
that?
Is that
Yeah,
what counts?
that's what it's about. Yeah. You like it, that's what.
In 1990, he made the soundtrack to Graffiti Bridge, the sequel to Purple Rain. It was another turkey and went straight to video in the UK. The album didn't fare much better, and Prince was left looking for a hit. He found it with Diamonds and Pearls, and it gave Prince and the New Power generation a US #1 and a UK #3. In 1993, Prince signed a new contract with Warner's for $100 million. The title of his next album was denoted by a symbol. Poor sales, though, made him want to release another album straight away, but Warner's refused, thinking it would dilute his output. He was furious and would only appear in public with Slave written on his cheek.
In concert. Perfectly free. On record. Slave.
Shut up already! Damn!
Prince unshackled himself from his record company, and on his 35th birthday announced that Prince was dead. He emerged with a new name.
This is my name. This is what I go by. Those who respect me will use it. Those who do not will say and do otherwise.
Without his old name or the restrictions of his record company, the artist made some real profits by using the internet to release his new album, Crystal Ball.
I couldn't release as much as I wanted to. See, Crystal Ball at $50 a pop sold a great deal, you understand? And it was 5 CDs. Right behind that, we came with New Power Soul, which has been very lucrative for us, regardless of what a chart says. Charts is someone else's accounting of an occurrence, all right? And the occurrence has been very fruitful for all of us. See this cane? See that ring? It's been wonderful. I feel it's important to have ownership of the legacy that was created by us. Even in Larry's case, he was at the same record company. Now he's free to either re-record those songs or get them back. I mean, how wonderful it would be, since they've already made their money, to give the recordings back now so that he can make the same type of deals that a David Bowie or Elton John makes. That's only fair, wouldn't you say?
New Power Soul is the artist's latest album. This video for the new single was shot in London.
I was playing a street musician, a little bit older. Some of my friends walk by and create havoc in London. There's a lot of references to this wonderful city.
Come on, shake it now. Come on, baby. Come on, shake it now.
The records I do alone are basically that, alone. All written by me, and I play most of the instruments. Kirk helps me with programming a great deal, but Emancipation, I did a lot of stuff. A lot of tracks out here. It was like joint to joint is up there.
You got to wear my ring, 'cause I don't want no mistress. I'd much rather be bound. Let's find a preacher so we can get down, down, down. Come on, baby. Come on, shake it out.
I've got to ask you a question about the name.
This is bumper, y'all. I'm telling you that right now.
There's a big
This is how he sells his program right here.
big can of paint, 4 stories
I know
above
the
you.
question and I know the answer already.
Falls off the window ledge and it's coming down towards you. There are loads of people around. I have to.
See?
Is that it? I don't believe it. Answer me off air. Answer me off air then. Can of paint is coming down towards you. I need to attract your attention in a split second to save your life. What do I shout?
You don't shout.
The artist?
You don't shout.
You?
You dive and move me out of the way of the paint. If you care.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
I can't reach you. I can't reach you. What do I say in that split second?
And I never did find out the answer.
When I ask you, are you hungry? You say you're already 8. You can play me if you wanna, but you better let me know. I don't need to play the good licks if I ain't gonna be no show. I'm better off sleeping with my guitar.
I can't hear you. Why don't you take old man with you?
Old man.
You don't like old men. Hey, I got the butter for your muffin, honey. I'm just too old to hold the knife. No! Yeah, 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 yeah.